to think. Oh, the Tahoe closest starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. I forgive the pain you gave to me so long ago. Sleepless nights I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts, but you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. My love, I'm gone. I need to be strong. The darkness had tried to swallow me. Some days I fall, but I hear your call. I pray I don't hit the ground. Gravity. Gravity.
They said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Going to the place where all this began. Just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. They said, be meek. Look beneath the bed before you go to sleep. Keep on, I shine. will surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Under the place where all this began. Just start again. Won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall first to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall first to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Hold on, hold on. You're not lost, you're not lost. Hold on, hold on. You're not lost, you're not just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it away. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Tonight, we're gonna let it away. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it away. been chilling, watching the ocean with you. Baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chilling, kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me.
Hello and welcome everybody to the Streamline Minor League Tournament. I am your caster Pon, joined today with Dova. Dova, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. It's been a rough couple of weeks. I've been really busy. I told James also, and I just hope we have a really good match. And how are you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing pretty well. I mean, I'm over in North America, so it's I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
woke
It's a
up
pretty
to be-
weird timing for you right now. I understand. You probably just woke up and like dizzy and stuff. But we should have a good game
Yeah.
here today with the Gamer Syndicate and V5. You know, they're both of them are pretty insane teams, so we should have a very interesting game today.
Yeah, and you and I casted the last V5 game, right?
Yeah, we casted the V5
I
game.
believe so.
Yeah.
Because I remember Viper being just an absolute animal for their team. He was fragging out on defense, really was flexible on defense, but I believe he played that he played the
Clubhouse.
well, we played on Clubhouse, but he played the Zofia on attack and just tore apart the team he played against.
Yeah, I forgot who they were playing against, but Viper. Like I said, Viper was gonna be someone to look out for, and he was at the end of the day. So my word just came into fruition. You know, it was pretty cool actually.
Yeah. So we are going to be moving over to our map ban phase, and I'm not expecting. I mean, for the past few matches that we've had in this round of 16, we've seen Clubhouse. I think out of the 16 games that or the 8 games that we've had, we've seen Clubhouse 5 times. So we possibly could see Clubhouse today. But what are you expecting to come out of the map ban phase today?
I mean, I don't think they're gonna play Clubhouse today. I'm leaning more towards, I don't know, Cafe maybe, or I don't know any other map other than the Clubhouse basically, because I don't just see V5 going for Clubhouse again in this tournament since they have, already played it, and I think they would be worried about that because Gamers Syndicate would have gone through the VODs, and I think it would be smart for V5 to just select a different map altogether.
Yeah, and even if Gamer Syndicate did go through the VODs, I don't know how much of an advantage they would have because of it. Because I mean, V5 made a few mistakes throughout their match, but there were no big holes that I saw in their attack or no big holes that I saw in their defense that I can remember. And I watched the VOD again last night. I was a little bit tired when I did it, but as we are talking, Gamers Syndicate's going to take Clubhouse off the board.
Okay, you see, so Clubhouse is off the board. I don't see the map bans for me right now, but I just will try to get there. Hang on.
Okay, yeah. So Clubhouse is off the board from Gamer Syndicate, and then V5 took off Consulate. Gamer Syndicate took off Villa. So now we have Coastline Cafe, Oregon, and Theme Park is going to be taken off next. So we're going to be seeing either Coastline Cafe or Oregon. So that cafe match that you're talking about, it's very possible. I mean, I'd love to see V5 on it, but as I am talking about that is the caster's curse. It is going to be taken off, and we are going to be going to Coastline today.
Okay, so Coastline is the map, is it? Nice. That's pretty good. I think both teams should have an interesting, match to it on Coastline because I think they are both very frag heavy teams. They are going to be, I think, pretty good on it.
Yeah, they both are incredibly frag heavy teams, and they both do a great job at they both do a great job at droning out and gaining a lot of initial control, and they're very good in the early round, but I think V5 is a little bit better in their mid to late round executes. We are going to be seeing V5 on attack first, so I'm interested to see if Viper and Nanny both frag out today, because both of them are very impressive. Both of them are very impressive players.
Yeah, they're very impressive players. They both, I'd say, Nani is more of an entry fragger and Viper is more of a flex, but both of them have insane aim and insane game sense when it comes to getting that first entry, getting the first kill for your team. It's which is obviously very very important at sometimes, and we'll have to be sure or wary of how Gamer Syndicate go about their defense, because as most of us know, Coastline is mostly an attacker favored map. But if Gamer Syndicate play it well, they have a pretty interesting and well and good chance against B5. It could be anyone's game. You never know.
Yeah, and something I want to talk about a little bit is kill steal from Gamer Syndicate. He was really their difference maker. He was really their difference maker for Gamer Syndicate's game against, I cannot remember the team they played against. I just remember kill steal going absolutely bonkers nuts in that game and doing a lot for his team. So it'll be interesting to see the matchup against him and Viper and him and Nanny. But and I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you've played with a lot of these guys on V5, right?
Yeah, I have actually screamed, and I have actually I'm not quite sure which, or I'm not sure have I played Gamer Syndicate in tournaments or not against them, but they're a very good team. They're a very insane team on the Indian subcontinent. Most of everyone who's familiar in the scene, they know Gamer Syndicate. Same goes for V5. They are probably one of the top five, if not top five, top 10 teams in the Indian subcontinent right now. And anyone who's familiar in the scene knows both of these teams very very well.
And what are some of the top teams in the Seas region? So um I'm a little unfamiliar about the region. I've been learning a lot more about it, and what's funny is I actually reached out to Caliber Jacob when he was doing his Seas region review for the mini major. I'd reached out to talk a little bit about Cure Esports and Union Gaming, because I had a few VODs on Union Gaming, and I sent him a few VODs on Cure Esports just to kind of update him on them. And but I'm still learning a little bit about the region. So what would you say are some of the
Yeah,
top
well,
teams?
for me, you could just go through the Rainbow Six Siege page right now, the YouTube or Twitch, whichever, and the winners currently was obviously Union Gaming. So basically, they're the number one team. Finalists were MRCZ, and the top four have to be Union Gaming, MRCZ, Kira Esport, and Monkai as of now. But you can
Mhm.
probably put some other team in there as well, because it could be anyone's day on any tournament or any month, whatever you like to call it. But it's a give or take between most of the teams between the top seed and the 10th seed, because sometimes they have a good day, sometimes they have a bad day. But most of the time, I have seen the UGs and the MRC Jets and the Kiras. They've been just the top teams for a very very long time.
Yeah, but yes, I agree with that. And in our tournament, we've seen some very, very strong teams. I mean, from the likes of Team Pete and from the likes of Mischief Gaming. Mischief, an absolutely dominant team. I think. I mean, I think they would have some. I think they would be able to pull off pretty well against some of those top teams. Like I was really excited to see them play Cure Esports. Was kind of upset the game had to be canceled, but Cure had a lot going on. I felt really bad for when they were playing in the tournament. They had a lot going on, that a lot of outside circumstances that really affected the way that they had kind of played in that tournament. And the Cure Esports we saw there wasn't the same one we saw here, but definitely. I'm excited for today's matchup. We are still waiting on one more player to enter the lobby. So Dub, I gotta ask, what teams have you played for? Just for some
Oh,
update, maybe some of our viewers.
oh my god, the teams I have played for. Obviously, I have played for Akatsuki, which is now Kira Esports. I played for TBD. I played one or two games for SAW. That's it. Those are the two teams I have played for, to be honest. But I have been in the scene for a very, very long time. I have been there for before most of these players even started playing, professionally or in a team. But a a lot has been going in my life as well, from going to the hospital, etc., etc. So I'm trying to balance everything, you know. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like we are going to be going to a little break. We are waiting for one more player to enter the lobby. When we come back, we will be seeing this matchup: Gamer Syndicate versus V5 Esports.
Why is it so hard to let you go? You intoxicating your energy. First time in so long you felt the heat evaporating your bindings. Move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the, move like the sunlight. Darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the. I know the sadness that cripples you. It comes in waves and out of the blue. But there are days you feel freedom too. Bask in the glorious lightning. Move like the sunlight. Darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the, move like the sunlight. Darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the. Move like the, move like the. Move like the, move like the. Radiate, radiate, radiate. Gravitate, gravitate, gravitate. Innovate, innovate, innovate. Move like the I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. No. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind. And I won't let you go. I need you by my
Hello and welcome back, everybody. All of our players are in the lobby, and we are going to be starting up momentarily. Really excited for this map on Coastline. Dova, what are you expecting out of this ban phase? We get to see some pretty interesting bans come in here.
Yeah, just when you ask about it, I think it is going to be quite an interesting ban, but I think they might ban the Womai. I'm not quite sure. They might or might not. In attack, they'll probably ban the Monty or maybe the Hibana. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I don't have, I haven't seen these teams play Coastline. But just when I talk about it, no man is going to go off the board. Let's see what V5's first ban is going to be.
I'm fairly very confident we're going to be seeing a Montang ban. Montang is a very very powerful coastline op, and you won't see a Thatcher come off the board just because there isn't much breach denial you have to clear out, and a lot of utility that you can clear out, you can clear out. It's mainly ADSs and Wamai discs, but as I say that Montang's going to be off the board. And on defense, I would love to see that Wamai ban. Wamai's a very powerful operator on this map. We'll probably see an Echo ban come up first. A Valkyrie ban, interesting.
Interesting, yeah. I think, yeah, I did see that coming, but I just didn't stuck in my mind. And this probably is going to be an Echo ban or a Maestro ban. I don't think Gamer Syndicate are going to ban the Womai. But yeah, it's a pretty standard ban when it comes to Coastline. Just like you said, Monty is obviously a pretty powerful operator in Coastline, and obviously, yeah, just like I said about it, Maestro is going to be off the board. There is going to be Echo in play, obviously, so we will have some plan denial along with the smoke, I guess.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I was as I was thinking about it, I was like, if we have a Valkyrie ban, it's almost guaranteed we're gonna see Maestro ban. Maestro with that Alda and his utility, he's probably, I would argue he's the most, I'd argue he's the strongest defending operator. Just because his utility is amazing, his ability to renovate sites with his pistol, and the Alda being arguably the best defensive gun. It's no surprise he's being taken off the board there. We are going to be seeing a hookah billiards defense first. What are you expecting out of this?
Out of this hookah, I think V5 are gonna go for the Office and Aqua control first. Meanwhile, as we talk about it, the Bandit is actually 6-pick from Bandit to Legion. That's Cheesy Chimkin. Legion is obviously also very important, when playing Coastline. Just when you talk about it, we didn't see the attackers bringing any kind of hard breacher because in Coastline, just like you said earlier, the most of the utilities can be taken out vertically or with an IQ. Obviously, they don't have an IQ in the attacking lineup, but still, I think they're going to be. If you're an experienced team, you know how to take, clear the utilities with your flashes and your charges and your capital bowls, whatever. But we do have Jaeger and the Womai on the defense, along with the Mozzie with the C4 and the Smoke, obviously with his plan denial, and we see the Womai as well.
Yeah, and I like the 6-pick option onto Legion. We don't see Legion in a lot of comp play, but Legion placing those little goo mines down, you could place them on Cool Vibe stairs, and if you have somebody playing on Cool Vibe stairs, it'll allow for you to get a nice like I'm expecting to see Killsteel play on Cool Vibes. If not, he'll play billiards and try and deny default plant. But having somebody play on the top of Cool Vibes and having some sort of sound cue to tell you somebody's pushing up there, whether it be barbed wire or in this case it'll be those goos, it allows you to get some early intel, which really does change the round for a lot of teams. And something I kind of want to note, and you had mentioned it, was we have the Wamai Jaeger on the board, which it is feeding a little bit into that utility dump meta that we haven't seen a whole lot played into in this tournament. We see it a lot more in North America, but it's not really as common in the Seas region.
Yeah, just like you said, the utility dump meta sort of has been adapted by the Seas teams as well. Like you see here, Romai holding the hatch, he has reinforced the hatch, and the Buck is trying to do as much work as he can from below. I think he's just gonna fall back while meanwhile Buck's trying to shoot him. It is a pretty precarious position to play right now. The Buck is gonna do a lot of work. I hope he has his flanks covered, otherwise it will be a very difficult game for Nostalgia. While we see him bucking again, no, Jaeger is down to a sliver of HP.
Yeah, that Jaeger is really getting hit pretty hard from below here. This Buck doing as much as he can, but yeah, if he doesn't have his flanks covered, we do have the Mozzie playing off site. But as I say, that Mozzie's going to be taken off the board by Nanny. It's going to be a man advantage right now for the attack, and it looks like they have VIP control. They have control from below. Viper now has Aquarium control, and it's all going to be left on the players playing on the top of Cool Vibe stairs, and the players playing right now in billiards.
Yeah, the next few moments are going to be pretty crucial. Just when I talk about it, there is the first kill from Gamer Syndicate, and this is Nostalgia is gonna get two. Meanwhile, he gets dropped by the smoke. It's a 1v3 situation. Can he clutch this? He is the smoke after all, but he's gonna pick it aggressively, get the Zofia down. I don't think so. He knows that. Maybe he does, but he is gonna be cleared off by Viper in the end. First round going to V5 as we probably expected because they are the attackers and they have pretty good entry fraggers on the team.
Very, very nice shot right there. Going for that little horizontal sweep, aiming for the head. Yeah, very interesting round by the attack. The defense, I don't think, did anything super wrong. I mean, Mozzie was playing a little bit careless off site. He wasn't. I don't think he expected Nanny to come out with the Jackal on him. And he wasn't able to really flank downstairs and stop any of that vertical pressure that was being applied by the Buck. But I want to talk a little bit about the attack. The attack pushed immediately into office. They got the office control. They droned it out, and so they knew that there were no players playing downstairs. And then they collapsed up on. They collapsed in on Aquarium because Buck was able to clear Aquarium out from below. And as soon as Buck cleared out behind the bar and cleared out the hatch, they just had Capital rotate in there, and that was the control they needed to win the round. So I'm really liking the attacking strategies coming in right now from V5.
Yeah, it's a pretty standard push, you know, clearing out offices, clearing out Aquarium from below. The Buck obviously doing a lot of work, getting the 2 kills in the process. Viper also getting 2 kills in the process, you know. Meanwhile, I would like to see GS a bit, not roam, but have a little more control on the 1F region, like here on the blue bar and the offices. If they could just employ one of their shields and maybe a Radius try to hold this down or, you know, delay them as much as possible. But let's see what they do. They are going to put some Mozzie traps, and that's about it, I guess. They're going to make a few holes here and there, and these are pretty standard rotations, pretty standard shields. The same Aquarium reinforced hatch with this shield again. I think P5 have a pretty good idea how to clear that. I don't think so that's going to stop them. And unless GS comes up with something new, it's going to be a long and hard day for them, I think. V5, I think, have got it in the bag.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like... It looks like they have a player playing right now in blue bar, but I don't know if they have somebody playing a blue bar, but right now what's going to be really crucial for them is holding office, which it looks like we have from below, from the alibi. And that initial office control is really what won them the game it's really what won them the round last time. They were able to get that horizontal or that vertical pressure using the Buck, which I'm very impressed with. I mean, that's a very good way to take Aquarium. But giving up Aquarium that early on really was to their detriment. And as we're talking right now, Alibi is able to get the Buck off the board. That's going to be a very crucial pick. I don't know if he knows that he's playing there, but he knows that Nanny is playing right around that corner in security. And that's 2 very crucial picks for Sulfuric. And now the attack are really going to have to adjust a little bit. They're not going to be able to get that vertical control that they want. So it's going to be a little bit more challenging to take Aquarium. But as I say that, Hecko is going to be taken off the board. That's your Jaeger. Not as crucial. His utility is already down, but it looks like they're now trying to get the vertical pressure in Hookah, going for a little bit more of a different take.
Yeah, I don't think so. The Jaeger was any wiser of a player playing in the kitchen. I don't think so. He really needed to rotate there. Alibi already had it covered. It was a 5v3, but in the end, he just tried to rotate and got killed by the Capita. It is a 4v3 situation with 1 minute and 10 seconds still on the board. The attackers do know the positions of the defenders. GS, if they play it well, I think it's their round. Let's see how the attackers try to execute with 1 man on the disadvantage.
Yeah, right now it really is Gamer Syndicate's. It really is Gamer Syndicate's round to lose if they were just able to get the trades in, and if they're able to set up, maybe not go for any risky peaks, but if they do go for a risky peak that has an immediate refrag to come in, I think they can get it down. But as we're talking, V5 is going to be getting that plant down. I don't think anybody's calling it out, but Sulfuric with his 3rd kill, Diffuser is going to go down, but Sulfuric picking another kill onto Unknown Gamer. It's all going to be left onto Viper. Sulfuric's going to be off the board, but it's going to be a 3v1 situation. They're going to be trying to get the defuse in. They are covering that defuse, but no, they aren't able to get Viper off the board.
GS, what are you doing? It's a 3v1. Just defuse the bomb, cover the angles. They're running outside, doing this and that. Viper is really low on HP. I think they do have an idea that he's coming up from full life. Yes, and he is going to be killed in the process. And the diffuser is disabled. And GS put their first round on the board. It's 1-all. It's pretty close as of now, but it's still a long way to go. And let's see how the next round unfolds.
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure if the diffuser was if they got the diffuse down, or if they got that pick. Those two things seem to have gone at the same time. But yeah, awesome round there by Sulfuric. That bottom floor roam was really what won them that round. He understood that they were going to try and get control of Office early on, and so he contested Office very aggressively. I really like that pick.
Sulfuric was the influential guy in that round. I mean, he just took away the budget. I believe I got killed first. Then it was the Jackal. Those two were the picks that actually won them the round. Just when I talk about it, they are gonna change their lineup a bit. Sulfuric is not gonna be on the alibi this time. He's gonna pick up the smoke. We see a Goyo in play. We do see alibi, but I think someone else is playing it. We have a Womai and a Jaeger.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be a little bit more fluid on defense. Hecko having a little bit of a rough match. He got caught in two different rotations in the first and second round. In each of those rotations, he got picked off. I don't think he knew the players were playing there, but simple mistakes you might need to clear up a little bit. But I like how flexible the defense is. We're seeing kill steal on that Wamai. We have the Jaeger out there, but now they're gonna have that. My apologies. They're gonna have that Goyo out there, and Goyo's gonna be very strong for this blue bar. Or no, they're going for a kitchen hold.
Yeah, they are going to go for a kitchen hole. And from the attacker side, it looks like Tushkid has actually switched from the Capitao to a Twitch right now. Meanwhile, we see the other four attackers running pretty much the same operators. Viper had switched to the Zofia from the Ash, while we see Unknown Gamer running the Ash. Nostalgia is on the Buck, and Nanny is once again on the Jackal. I think they are going to push from the hookah side, take as much as vertical control as they possibly can from VIP, from hookah, and I think it's up to GS to try to deny them, deny them intel, deny them the time. Oh, they do have an intel on the office on the Womai, doing a deep roam sort of near the office. Let's see how they go about it.
Yeah, they don't have any players playing upstairs right now, so if the attackers actually just drone out upstairs and cut off those rotations, I think that this round could go towards B5. Curious decision to be holding Office this heavily, but it looks like we are going to be seeing a gunfight come up. Viper and Killsteel just dancing around each other right now. But as I'm saying that, off where we are looking, Unknown Gamer, two very quick kills as he pushes into Sunrise. That's going to be your Alibi and Wamai off the board. That gives them Office control, and it gives them Sunrise control.
Yeah, just like the last round when Sulfuric took away two people in the beginning of the round, that was very influential. This time it is Unknown Gamer on the Ash who is going to kill the Alibi and the Wamai. Just when I talk about it, Hecko is going to get Nanny. The Jackal is off the board. No more those scans coming around. The roamers are going to be pretty happy about it, while we see Smoke holding the side, Goyo holding the side. Hecko is sort of on a roam. I think the attackers do know where he is or have a general idea of where he is. It's a 3v4 situation. Let's see how it goes.
Looks like they're going to be trying to clear out some of that utility, but I think that his breaching charge had missed, but he doesn't know that he had rotated in. Unknown Gamer able to get one quick pick, but traded off very quickly by the Goyo. Goyo able to get one down, but Viper's going to be down. It's going to be essentially a one-on-one if Viper isn't able to get himself up. I don't know if Hecko knows that they have the control they want right there. Both the players are going to be in kitchen, and Hecko is going to be rotating back in. He does have those holes that he can play right there, but he knows that there's a player contesting at bottom 90. He's going to rotate into bathroom.
Yeah, and he is going to rotate, try to catch if anyone is alive, but they do have the drones in place. Viper is obviously on a very 5 HP, while Nostalgia is obviously on 100 HP. He's going to rotate back to the reception, try to get this diffuse done, but it's a very steep task. It's 1v2. They have the drones placed. I think they do have a general idea of where he is coming from. It's only a matter of time before I think Hecko is killed and the round goes to B5. The attackers are going to keep holding prone angles, different. They both holding the crossfires really well.
Hecko able to take Viper off the board. He's not going to have enough time to get this diffuser down. It's going to be V5's round, but I wonder if he knows where the Buck is playing. Buck's able to win it on frags, and very well done there by, very well done there by V5.
Yeah, very well done. They both held the crossfires, and I think Viper probably had whiffed his shots. That's why he's typing in the all chat. Nobody saw that, I hope. Yeah, Viper, we didn't see that, so I don't know what you did there. So it's pretty fine. Anyways, what I think lacked in terms from the Gamer Syndicate side was the lack of information. They didn't have any operators that could give them the information that the Zofia was down and the Buck was actually coming for the revive, or if not the diffuser. So if actually the Jaeger had played the same angle from the aquarium side, looking all the way towards kitchen window, the Jaeger could have actually won them the round. But just like I said, they didn't have the information required, and in the end, V5 played it really well. Zofia and the Buck.
Yeah, and I think Hecko was a little bit he hesitated a little bit to rotate back to site when the Goyo was fragged out. Even before the Goyo was fragged out, as soon as Unknown Gamer got that pick in kitchen, Hecko should have immediately tried to rotate back to site. He should have made his attempt to get back there because it was left on a 1v2 situation, and it was only Goyo playing in the site and Goyo playing with the Vector. That gun does not have a lot of ammo in it, so it's tough to take two picks with it. So because it's such a high fire rate gun, you burn through that ammo very quickly, and he was able to get Viper down, but he was not able to get the second frag onto Nostalgia. Nostalgia really playing well this map. But yeah, Hecko should have rotated back a little bit earlier, but he made a very good attempt to take back the site, especially with no information and both the attackers playing in a crossfire trade angle.
Yeah, just maybe you could have done a little more, but maybe it was obviously pretty tough. You can't really say how the situations turn out. Obviously, if he had the information, I'm sure he could have played it a lot better. And yeah, regarding the Goyo's gun, I forgot the name of Vector. Yeah, the gun spits out ammo so fast, it is really difficult to get two quick picks. But maybe with someone else's, if you were some other operator or with maybe a Jaeger, he could have done it. But meanwhile, we see the attackers trying to take control of Sunrise while we see Hector playing the reception. I am not sure if he has an ADS or not. While Sulfuric is going to get Viper, I don't know where that happened exactly, but the first frag goes to Gamer Syndicate.
Yeah, it looks like Viper is trying to push into Sunrise Bar, and Sulfuric getting that first pick and not traded out with it. I think that's really going to be the difference maker in this round, is the fact that the defenders are going to be at a man advantage right now, and as long as Sulfuric doesn't lose his life right now, and as I say, that Unknown Gamer is just going to rush right on in, and now it's now going to be an attacker's advantage, as Hecko's going to be taken out by Nanny, and two very curious picks to come off the board. Sulfuric was playing at a very aggressive angle, contesting both the Sunrise window and I'm not quite sure if you call it, I call it a Sunrise Closet. I know it has a different call out for everybody, but Unknown Gamer he just ran right in. He was able to gain that control, and he caught Sulfuric, almost caught Sulfuric sleeping.
Yeah, regarding that, the closet thing on Sunrise Bar, we actually call it the couch in Sunrise Bar. Behind the couch or behind the bar, something we call it something like that. While we see Shazam running a silencer on the Vector, I'm not so sure if that's a wise choice, because the Vector already has so low on damage, and running a silencer on it is just like no wonder he couldn't get the 2 kills last round. But everybody have their own choices, and as we see the attackers trying to execute this with 40 seconds to go, trying to throw the stuns, burn out the utility. Capita might probably will be using his bolts anytime now, and they will probably try to plan this, while obviously Smoke still has one of his gas canisters left.
As we say that last gas canister is going to come out, and I'm looking right now, Nostalgia getting a pick onto Shazam. It looks like Unknown Gamer is just going to rotate it on in. He's going to take out the player. He's going to take out the Goyo, and Nostalgia is going to clear up that round, taking out Killsteal, and that is going to be another round for V5.
Yeah, looks like he exactly know where the Wamai was playing. Probably had the drone, or maybe heard him, and it was a 3v2 obviously, so it was going to be pretty hard for Gamer Syndicate anyway. While Just when I say about it, round 5 is going to take place, and it's already a 3-1 score in the favor of V5. Just like I said, it's an attack favored map. You know, you never know. GS could turn it back when they go on the attack. They are doing V5 are doing pretty well without a hard breacher. You don't need a hard breacher in coastline anyway. So they are going to stick with the Zufia, Buck, Capita, Jackal Ash, you know, and GS are going to bring out the smoke, the Umai, the Alibi, which is sulfuric, obviously pretty influential for them, and the Mozzie and Jaeger. Let's see how it goes.
I'm expecting some 6 picks to come out here, possibly one from Skid, and no, we aren't going to see any. Is Skid getting ready up? I want to talk a little bit about Goyo with the suppressor. You know, adding the suppressor to your gun, as if it's paired with a red dot sight, does give you a 20% increase in headshot percentage. You seem to hit heads about, it increases your headshot hit percentage by quite a bit and adds a little bit of style to your gameplay. I highly recommend it for any of our viewers out there that are looking to add something to your game. Try red dot suppressor.
Are you sure? Are you not kidding me right now? Are you sure in red dot and suppressor?
Absolutely. I have a 2.0 KD on the season with Warden, and I run him exclusively with the MPX Red Dot Suppressor, and I've been doing pretty well with it. It's a way to style on your teammates, or style on not just your teammates, style on the other team, and to really demoralize them. It's really about playing those mental games, and in the long run, that's what you are looking for.
I guess I'll take your word for it. I'll try it next time I hop in a game. And obviously, red dot and suppressor, guys. You heard first from Lola Ponter.
Yeah, I'm letting you in on a little bit of a secret. That's why you see it played so heavily in the APAC region. They know the secrets of the red dot suppressor meta, and I really am expecting to see it brought out in the next season invitational, because it's such a strong combo of attachments. Everybody likes to talk about bringing maybe Flash Hider, and a lot of people do hate on the red dot sight, but I'd argue it's the most overpowered and oppressive meta out there.
Yeah, you are going pretty overboard with this. Oh my god. I think we have a game in our hand while we see Alibi, who is already very low on HP. I don't know how that happened. Probably by the Ash. He is going to hold an angle. He's going to get flashed. He's going to get drawn. Sulfuric, I think you should fall back, my man. But he's trying to hold this as much as possible. Just when I talk about it, Nostalgia is going to get the Alibi from a different angle. He tried as long as he could. And I think the Buck is going to be here anytime and trying to gain as much as vertical control he can from below.
Yeah, it looks like they dedicated a lot of utility to take office control. So now it's going to be it's really going to be on to Cheesy to hold down that aquarium. But with this vertical play coming in, there's not a whole lot that he can do. His position is known, and my apologies, they're going to have both the vertical and horizontal pressure really feeding into him. And so if you're coming off the board early, that's going to make it very difficult for the defenders to win this. My apologies again for the defenders to win this round. It looks like we're going to be seeing the Ash rotate upstairs, and they're trying to firebolt him out, but his Wamais are really saving him right now.
Yeah, the attackers are taking a bit of time this time, but they do know the Wamai's position. He is being drawn, he's being Ash charred, we see the Buck holding an angle on him. They do know where he is. I think they are going to try to push him off with, like, you know, from the below, from vertical angles and from aquarium. I don't think so he is going to survive this. It is going to be pretty interesting to see how the Wamai deals with this. I mean, he is prone after all, and he's getting concussed the hell out of himself.
He's got about 6 players trying to take him off the board, but as I say that, we see the Mozzie rotate in, get the double kill on the 2 players playing an aquarium. They were so focused on the Wamai, they didn't realize someone was rotating over from luggage. 2 very big picks coming in right here.
Yeah, that was very, very well played by the Mozzie, and he is going to get a triple kill just when you talk about it, and it's a 3v situation now in the favor of Gamer Syndicate. Very well played by my Shazam. He's doing the work with the Ronnie. I don't like that, preferably like the gun, but that gun is pretty devastating in the right hands, and he's going to be roaming towards this white stairs. He's going to try to pick someone up, but I think it's a GS round. They don't have much time, 5 seconds left. Viper is going to go for the plant. I think the defenders do know this. It's a 1v2 situation. Shazam, can he clutch this off? It would be a ace clutch for him if he can do this.
Yeah, it's going to be all on Shazam. He's going to have to get the ace to win out the round. I think he knows where Unknown Gamer's playing, but my apologies, Viper. And Viper's able to get the last pick onto Shazam, and that is going to be V5 winning the round. they were stuck down to 10 seconds in the end there, and having Nanny rotate in and get those two, having Nanny and Viper rotate in, getting those two crucial picks, catching the defenders, almost sleeping there, able to
Yeah,
win out that round. Impressive
I
battle.
have to give that credit to whoever of the IGL, or maybe whoever took the decision to just rotate and try to get the uh, plan down within the last 5 or whatever seconds that were remaining. But you do have to feel sorry for Mozzie. He did get a triple kill. He was roaming, and the people in the side should have done a better job. It was a 3v2 in the end. I don't know how both of them died inside the site. There was a smoking play. Obviously, you could have just delayed the push a bit. But well played to V5. They did execute it very, very well.
I believe it was Nanny that took out the smoke very early on in the push, and when that had happened, Viper rotated into Aquarium and just kind of went off. I mean, Viper and Unknown Gamer have very similar play styles where they will, as soon as they know that the defenders are holding a very specific angle, they just run right in. They don't delay the push at all. You see them get on their drones, look at how they're playing, or look at how the defenders are playing, look at where they're holding, and if they catch the defenders holding a different angle, they'll just go for it.
Yeah, I think it could have been a 3-2, but it is a 4-1 right now because the attackers played it well. But just like I said, they could have done a bit more with the people on site. It was Shazam that he got a pretty nice flank, then he got one more that got a nice triple kill. It should have been there now, but you just win some fights, don't win some fights. While we see Smoke making the default rotations towards the hookah from the pool upstairs, he has a shield up from hookah to billiards room. It's a pretty default setup. Once again, they are going to hold the aquarium hatch once again. Alibi is going to play on officers with and what ADS. It's the same setup we have been seeing for the past 2 or 3 rounds, and I think the attackers have now a pretty good idea of how to push this or how to clear this out. And maybe switching it would have been a better choice for GS, but I think they are going to trust and Sulfuric with an insane shot on the back. There goes your verticality, my friend. But we still have the Zofia and the Ash, obviously. Let's see. It's still a 4v5, how it goes.
Sulfuric catching Viper off guard. He's going to be getting into another gunfight, trying to get the kill with the Bailiff. Not the choice. Nanny's able to get Sulfuric off the board. But those are two very crucial picks that he got. He got your upward vertical play, and he got two of your upward vertical plays with the Ash and the Buck off the board. Two very strong players, and he was able to get Nanny down to about a sliver of health. So really doing it all for his team. And what I want to talk about a little bit is a V5 plays a lot better in the mid to late game than Gamer Syndicate has been. Gamer Syndicate is very good at getting those initial aggressive picks. They're really good at holding where the attackers are going to push in, but in the mid to late game, even with their man advantage, they seem to lose it quite a bit, which is curious to how they play. And as I'm talking about that, Skid is going to get that Wamai playing an Aquarium off the board, and that's gonna be very crucial for their take. I don't know if they know Killsteal is playing behind bar and his drone isn't going to drone him out.
Defender has left the area of
Wow, this is
Rotating
Hecko.
outside.
He's gonna get Nanny. Hecko, who hasn't been doing much on the Jaeger, but this time he is gonna kill Nanny, who was obviously pretty low. It's still a 3v2 because Sezam is playing the luggage, Hecko is playing on Hookah, and Smoke is, I think, behind the bar, if I'm not wrong. Well, just when you talk about it, Mozzie is gonna get Unknown Gamer, and it's 3v1 for Kushkid, who is running the Hibana. It's gonna be pretty hard for him, but let's see what happens.
Looks like Killsteal is going to be caught in that rotation. It's going to be a 2v1 situation. Hecko having a nice little bullet hole angle being held, and he is able to get the headshot off onto the Hibana, and that is going to be the round one by Gamer Syndicate.
Yeah, Gamer Syndicate played it really, really well that round. Sulfuric once again, influential for his team, just peeking everything, just being aggressive. Not everybody can do that, not every player or not every team can play that kind of style of aggressive play. You have to be confident with your aim, you have to feel good how you're doing towards the day. But V5 were not ready for Sulfuric, and meanwhile, Hecko obviously got a double kill as well on the Jaeger. But most of the work was pretty much done by Sulfuric because he pretty much took out both of their vertical players and made the Slades very, very low on HP.
Yeah, I'll give that. I got to give that round up to Sulfuric. Sulfuric won it all. He getting rid of the Buck and getting rid of the Ash, two of the most crucial picks of that round, because it allowed for the defenders to hold Aquarium a lot better, and the attackers didn't adjust to that. They didn't try and go for a hookah take like they did last time, and they didn't attempt to take VIP. They really had both their players playing out in that office or that Aquarium balcony, and at that point, you have the attackers holding 3 angles on you: one from luggage, one from behind that office, or one behind Aquarium bar, and one holding a nice little bullet hole angle from hookah. Very well done by the defense there. But I gotta say those 2 crucial picks from Sulfuric really did win them around.
Yeah, and we go to a switch over this time. It's 4v2 advantage to v5. Meanwhile, we see them running a very different set of operators than Gamer Syndicate. They are running a Vigil, they are running a Bandit, they are running a Echo as well. No Wamai this time, mind you. Let's see how they do. I think they have a pretty different and interesting setup without the Wamai. While we see Gamer Syndicate bringing Iana here for the very first time in this match, while the others are a pretty similar pick: Ash, Buck, Zofia, and Jackal. It will be interesting how the attack goes about it, and it will be very, very interesting to see how the defense goes about it, because they are doing a pretty heavy roam setup here.
Yeah, and I really like the choice of this Yana. She's able to get almost unlimited drones, and it looks like Shazam is one of the IGLs, and it looks like Shazam is able to Shazam is able to call out that guy playing in security, but Sulfuric's going to be taken out by Viper with the shotgun.
Shotgun, yeah. I mean, we managed to notice it. Just when I say about it, Unknown Gamer is gonna get one more. The Yana is off the board, my friend. But Viper running the shotgun on officers, that's just like personal preference, personal style of playing. Not everybody can do that. Viper running the shotgun with the C4, he is gonna get some help from the Jaeger playing on the blue bar. I think they have some information, maybe an echo drone or something, but they do know there's some people in office right now.
Yeah, it's just going to be spraying through the wall right now. Nostalgia able to get Hecko off the board. That's going to be your Jackal gone. It's all going to be left on Cheesy and Killsteel. Nostalgia holding a very strong angle onto Cool Vibe stairs, but Killsteel, 2 very quick kills. And now it's going to be a 2v3 situation. You still have Viper with the shotgun and the C4. You have 3 players with potential plant denial. Nostalgia taking Killsteel off the board. Nice little pick right there. And Skid able to clean it up for his team. That is going to be the round 1 by V5.
Yeah, very, very, very well played by V5. I mean, Gamer Syndicate, they brought out the Yana. She took the information. She went in the security room, but Viper had already meanwhile killed someone outside the office with his shotgun. That's not something you expect. The Bandit running the shotgun, while we see the Doc being brought out by Nanny for the very first time in this match, while the rest of the attackers lineup stay pretty much the same. Unknown Gamer is still yet to pick up his operator. It's a 5v2 in the favor of V5.
Yeah, and it looks like we might be seeing a little bit of a spawn peek come in, or if they're going for kitchen service. The way you could play kitchen service is you could use a shotgun to shape the site, and or not shape the site. My apologies. You can get rid of that kitchen wall and hold kitchen from main lobby.
Yeah, the reception side. Yeah.
Yeah, you hold it from reception side, and with the ACOG on the dock, you play Doc in there, and he's able to really prevent that push from Blue Bar, to prevent the push from Sunrise Bar, and he's able to stop any players trying to rotate down Cool Vibe stairs into kitchen. That's a very strong way to play kitchen. And as long as he's able to hold off the reception push, which it looks like Gamer Syndicate went for last time, so maybe a little bit of a curious decision by them to attempt or to think about holding off that position, but we'll see how that plays out in the round.
Yeah, speaking of the ACOG, the defense have brought out 2 ACOGs this time, one on the dock, one on the Echo, mind you. Both running the MP5s with ACOG, while we do see a dock going for a spawn peak of sorts. Yeah, I think he is going to hold an angle for cheeky spawn pick. I don't know if anybody spawned there or not. It is going to be quite interesting. No, nobody spawned there, Nanny. Oh, nice try, but I think he is going to fall back. But maybe they didn't know that the dog was spawn killing there and decided just not to spawn there. Uh, the dog is sort of on a roam. I wouldn't say a roam. He's not on site, obviously. I mean, when we see Echo placing drones 2F, he's going to hold the reception, just like you said, all the way with his ACOG. Then we do see the same lineup from the attackers. They still have the Yana, Jackal, Ash. Just when I talk about it, kill steal is going to get Viper, who was banned. I don't know where that exactly that happened. Oh, outside the office door. I think he was still trying to overpeak this with his shotgun once again and got killed in the process.
Yeah, I don't know why you would. I don't know why you would attempt to make that run out with a shotgun. Maybe he was expecting the attacker to play close to the wall, but even then, I would prefer to peek that with an SMG. The shotgun's really good for catching attackers off their footing, if you'd like to say it like that. Catch them sleeping a little bit, but not for an aggressive angle, especially when you open up that office door. They're expecting you to run out. So curious decision, but we will be moving on. Not having Viper on the board is going to hurt V5 quite a bit. And I don't know if they have any players roaming upstairs, but it looks like my apologies, Gamer Syndicate is going to be going for a lot of horizontal control right now. Trying to gain that pressure early on, and they have no C4s from below to deny it.
Yeah, they are going to go a lot of construction on the VIP side. The Jackal, the Sledge, they're doing a lot of work. Just when I talk about this, the Sledge is going to get Nostalgia on the Echo, mind you. Another plan denial gone. So it's going to be very, very difficult for the Vigil, the Jaeger, and the Dog to stop. If the attackers decide to execute this, they just have to clear and win the gunfights. It's a 5v3 situation. It is going to be pretty, pretty hard for V5 unless they just out-frag everybody that just comes in their line of sight.
They should be able to get a plant down right now because there's no players playing over in maintenance. And they can deny the rotates. They can deny the rotates from above. They should be yelling at Killsteal right now to hop down and get that plant down. Have Hecko smoke it out. It looks like they are going to get that plant down, and it's going to be a 2v5 situation for the defenders. As I say that, very, very quickly traded out. Vigil able to get one pick, but Hecko and Sulfuric cleaning it up for their team. That's going to be the round won by Gamer Syndicate. Very, very well done on attack there.
Yeah, they played it really, really well. GS, they got the first pick on the Viper, who was playing Office. Then it was all their round from there. It's still a 5v3, still a good advantage towards V5, but you never know. It's an attacker favored map. If they play it well, I think they can come back. And just like I said in the beginning of the match, both of these teams are very, very aggressive. You'll just see them picking this and see them picking that, picking angles they shouldn't, and winning the gunfights. Mind you, they don't lose those gunfights most often. They will come out on top more often than not if they are picking aggressively. Both of these teams are very confident, but it is V5 on the advantage right now. While we see the Vigil 6 picking to a Mozzie, I think they want more of a info gathering and plan denial with the C4 sort of operator instead of the Vigil, who hasn't been of much use, to be honest. But it's a team's game, and we see Nanny bringing out the Legion this time. No Doc. They are going to try to slow them down, take some plan denial as well. While it's the same set of lineup from the attackers, the Zofia, the Sledge, the Ash, the Iana, and the Buck, obviously. Meanwhile, it's a Bandit, Legion, Jaeger, Echo, and Mozzie from the defender side.
Yeah, and I like the decision to bring that Mozzie because it looks like the attackers are relying pretty heavily on intel. They are relying a lot on their droning and how it should be in a competitive play style. So having that intel denial as well as intel gathering by gaining one of those drones, if he's able to get one, it'll do very well for the defense. But something I kind of wanted to mention was, I think V5 right now needs to not get super aggressive in the early round unless they are very confident they can get a pick. In this game so far, every single round that the defenders have lost somebody first and it has been traded out, they've lost. Like, it's a 100% lose rate for the defense.
Yeah, but I think if this time we do see Viper running the MP7, the SMG instead of the shotgun, I think if they just hold this out, hold their angles, hold their crossfires, the defense I think have got the right operators and the right players to just win this round and take it over to match points. While we see Yana trying to use her one of her abilities. I forgot what actually it is called, but she's going to use her ability and try to scan out the sunrise, get the information, just relay to his teammates, and just go inside the sunrise and take control.
Hecko getting taken off the board very early by Skid, and it looks like the attackers are going to be trying to gain some vertical control right now. But Skid holding a very powerful position on that cool vibe stairs, and Viper getting a little bit aggressive again, but taken out by a Claymore this time.
Yeah, you do see, you don't see that much of a claymore kills on this map, because everybody watches their angles and stuff. But Viper, being the aggressive player that he is, once again trying to do that run out, and this time getting killed by the claymore. Last time I think he got sleeping by the Zofia. This time he dies to the claymore. While we see a disconnection by Nanny, which puts V5 to a disadvantage, and advantage to Gamer Syndicate.
Yeah, that's not looking good for V5 at this point.
A bomb has been located.
But we are going to be moving to the last 56 seconds of the round. Nostalgia holding a very, very tight angle there. But the attackers don't seem to be gaining control of anything critical. It looks like they're trying to rotate down and get a my apologies. They're trying to get a maintenance plant down, but as I say that, they don't know that Skid is playing in in Sunrise Bar, and that's going to be Yana off the board. And at the same time, Cheesy's going to be taken off by Unknown Gamer on the C4, and it's going to be a 3v2 situation. Sulfuric holding an angle on that entrance there, and it looks like he's going to be trying to play a little bit outside the site, but Killsteal, it's going to be 10 seconds left on the round. Killsteal and Sulfuric trying to gain some control. Killsteal getting that first pick, but he's going to be taken off. And as I say that, Skid is going to get Sulfuric off the board, and that is going to be the round one by the defenders, even with a player disconnecting.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be very very honest. It was a pretty bad play from Iana. To be honest, you do have the ability to just go inside and scan out the room. You do have two of your drones. Just drone properly. Use your ability. You have to know if it's clear or not. You just can't go inside like that. Maybe the Jaeger rotated a bit late, but I'm gonna have to be very honest. The Iana didn't play it well. It was down to her. They did have the advantage going 4v3, but after quickly losing two frags, they were again on the disadvantage. It went 2v3, and in the end, V5 played it really well. They won it. They are on match point right now, but we do see a rehost because Nanny, who had initially disconnected, is probably trying to connect back.
Yes, we are going to be going to rehost. We will be back momentarily for the match point for V5.
lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the whole closest starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I wanna say goodbye. I forgive the pain you gave to me so long ago. Sleepless nights I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts, but you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I wanna say goodbye. My love, I'm gone. I need to be strong. The darkness had tried to swallow me. Some things I fall, but I hear your call. I pray I don't hit the ground. Gravity. 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 Gravity.
They said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Gone to the place where all this began. Just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found, and you can't take shot and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Born to the place where all this began. To start again. Won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall first to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall first to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found. And you can't start again until you break down. Hold on, hold on. You're not lost, you're not lost. Hold on, hold on. You're not lost, you're just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna.
All right, everybody, we are back. A little bit of a mix-up. We are going to be seeing Gamer Syndicate bring in a mid-round substitute. One of their players had dropped electricity, so he's not able to play, but we are going to see Easy hop in for them. And we have everybody in the round. It is going to be match point V5. See if Easy can make something happen here, but yeah, we are going to be seeing a hookah billiards defense. Dova, how are you feeling so far about this game?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. It is obviously a very good matchup. Both teams are doing very, very well. Sulfuric, obviously, who was doing well for his team, Gamer Syndicate, is not with us anymore. Just like you said, he got an electricity disconnect. So Easy is going to be here with us. He is going to bring out the Ash. Let's see what he can do. While on the defensive side, it's once again the Vigil being brought out by Nanny, Banded by Nostalgia. We see the Echo, the Jaeger, and I mean, if it's load, I can.
Protect your bombs from
Yeah,
being defeated by
we will
attackers.
see Viper being on this move. From the attacker side, it's going to be Zofia, brought by Killsteel, while Heko is on the Jackal. Isazem was using the Iana, he's going to be on Iana again. Cheesy Chimkin is on the buff, and Easy is going to bring out the just like I
Bomb
said.
located by attackers.
Yeah, and it's going to be a little bit tough for Gamer Syndicate because Sulfuric was doing a lot for them. Sulfuric was one of their biggest impact players along with Killsteel. So hopefully Easy's able to fill in that role. I mean, they are going to be on match point, back to the wall. They're going to have to win 3 of these attacks, and V5 has done very well. It seems that we see these two teams going back and forth a little bit, and I gotta say, like, none of these rounds have been, a lot of these rounds have been kind of 50-50. It could have gone either to the attackers or to the defenders.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these rounds have actually gone 50-50. I mean, we did see a couple of rounds where GS did take the first frag, but they weren't exactly able to. Did I just see a suppressor on the Ash? Yeah, the Ash is running a suppressor once again. It's very weird choice, mind you, on the RBC. But, everybody has their own preference while they drone out the aquarium and try to get this office and aqua control. Yeah, just like I was saying previously, the rounds were 50-50 most of the time. GS did get the first pick, but they couldn't just hold out till the end and just lost to a very quick and easy execute on the attack by the V5.
Yeah, we are going to be seeing that suppressor on the Ash. We aren't going to be seeing that red dot, so he's only going to have a 5% increase in headshot percentage. The red dot adds that extra 15%.
15%,
So
of
that's
course.
what gets you up to that 20% increase of headshot ratio.
Hey, if you run the suppressor, you don't any grip, and if you don't run any sights, you get 100% headshot rate. Just trust me.
Exactly.
Just look at that.
And
There you go.
as I say that, Easy's able to get that headshot off on Nostalgia with the refrag. Second headshot out there onto Nanny. Easy making it happen, coming in as this substitute, taking out what he needs to, and gaining the control where he wants.
Yeah, but we did see a pretty aggressive peak coming in from the bandit as well as the vigil. I mean, they are roaming, but they don't have the control of the office and the aquarium anymore. So it's pretty much down to the echo, the smoke, and the Jaeger. While it's a 4v3 situation, we have seen V5 pull it off on the previous rounds. Let's see if they can do it this time.
Flashes are going to come out. He's going to be burning out some of that utility, taking out one of those smokes, which could deny the plan. And he's going to be trying to make everything happen. Coming in as the substitute, he is trying to make it work as much as he can. And it looks like he's going to have the call, but he's going to be taken out by Skid playing behind with the Echo. It's going to be a 3v3 situation. They do have, if they want that control of Hookah, and I'm curious, or my apologies, that control of Aquarium. I'm curious why they aren't trying to repel in and clear out that smoke.
Yeah, well, we see it's once again they did throw away the advantage once again. They had the control. They had most of them things going for themselves. While we do have, if they are going to go execute to this, they have to put someone on that main window repel. But we see both of the attackers on Aquarium, and I don't know where the other attacker is. I think he's below, but he's going to get smoked while Clickstill tries to plan. He's going to get Cheeky Chimkin is going to get Skid who was below. Gamer Syndicate somehow just win it off trades. Oh my god, what a frenzy of a round in the end.
What a crazy way to win it off. Both of the attackers that pushed up, and I think that was a what is it called? I think that he had taken off both those players and just, I think he hit one in the head, and because bullets don't just stay, like, bullets can still travel after they hit somebody, I think he got a penetration shot there.
I mean, I'm not quite sure what happened there because it just happened so fast. Smoke putting his canisters, but doing some work from below while Echo was also downstairs. While the plan going out, I just didn't know how to call that everything out. It just happened everything so fast. But in the end, GS won it. It is a 4v6 still, a pretty good advantage. 4v5, it is match point once again. They still have the same set of lineup on defense, and the attackers are still going to pretty much bring the same set of lineup on the attack as well.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being.
Yeah, very well done there, and Easy coming in and getting those 2 early picks. I mean, he did get a little bit aggressive, peeking from Aquarium, which ended up losing his life. Even though they had the intel of where Skid was playing, Skid did have the advantage with the angle, but a very, very well done round by the attack. I'm still a little bit flabbergasted by everything that had happened in the last few seconds of that round. They had gone in, they tried to get the plant down. The plant was being denied by the smoke. Sophia only had a little bit of life left, and Yana was able to clear that all up. So a very, very interesting round.
Yeah, up until that point, I hadn't seen the
Attackers are
Yana doing
heading out to
much.
defuse a bomb.
In the end, she got the 2 kills and won them the round. She has to play a bit more aggressive, mind you. I mean, not aggressive, but a bit more smart. Just where we saw her dying while Sunrise a couple of rounds earlier. But she has to be a bit more aggressive, a bit more smart in her plays. Probably get the entry, even though there is an Ash, Zofia, and a Buck playing. They do have a lot of work to do.
Attackers have
But I
located
would
a bomb.
suggest the Iana to take some initiative and get the work done for his team.
Yes, we are going to be going back to the Suka Billiards defense. We are going to be seeing that suppressor brought out again, and Easy getting very aggressive, immediately pushing into Aquarium, gaining that Aquarium control that they want. And it's curious that they're going to give up this much. They're going to give up this much control very early on. The plant is already going to be going down. It looks like they are going to try and stick the plant before he goes down, but it's not going to net anything in the end. Viper is able to get him with the gas canister. I personally don't agree. This is more of a personal thing. I don't think that denial should be allowed. I don't like the fact that the gas canisters can
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
what is it
Penetrate
called?
through
They
the
can clip
wall,
through the
you
wall.
mean? Yeah.
But they're going to be going for that. They're going to be going for that plant again. The Echo Drone not able to deny it. They're going to hop off the plant as Easy is going to back up a little bit. Not on a whole lot of life, but that's going to be 2 gas canisters, and the smoke is going to be down. We're going to see Unknown Gamer rotate up, and Killstill still playing that long angle. As long as they're able to cover that plant,
Drop the bomb.
they are not able to cover the plant. Unknown Gamer is able to get it out. Hecko. Oh, that is not a good team kill. And Skid, they had the 4v2 man advantage, but that team kill coming in, it is all going to be left onto Cheesy. Not knowing where the defenders are playing. They do have the cross angles they want. I don't think that Skid knows that he rotated in, but no matter, Unknown Gamer able to close it out for his team. That is going to be GG's all around. Such a tough loss there for Gamer Syndicate.
I mean, yeah, in the end, V5 played it really well, here I have to be honest. It was a 4v2 kind of a throw from GS. They did try to plan it pretty fast, which was, I have to say, sometimes if it works, it's smart. If it doesn't, I mean, it's a throw. So it didn't work that time. Um, it was a 4v2. They should have had the angles, for the plant. Someone should have repelled on the main window, to be honest. They didn't do the main window repel. All of their attackers just tunneled on the aquarium side. They just tried to plan there, just peeking everywhere, just throwing stuns. If just one of them just had the main window repel, just cut off the rotation from there. I think it was their round, but in the end, V5 played it well. There was also a team kill, and in the end, they are the winners for 4-7, and they are going to move on to the next round.
Yeah, they will be moving on to the next round. Tough loss there for Gamer Syndicate. They did try. They made the call that they had 3 players playing from below, so they made the call to rush Aquarium and to rush the plant, which was a good call. But if you don't clear out the smoke playing, I'm not quite sure what the call out is for it. We call it billiards couch. If you don't clear out that smoke playing behind billiards couch to get the glitched smoke in,
Yeah.
there's not much you can do. And
Yeah, and they obviously had the echo as well. They had a
Yeah.
couple of C4s as well. I think the bandit was running the C4. So yeah, they had a lot of denial, but GS in the end they just thought, we'll just go for it. We'll just try to plant. If it works, it works. It's a match point anyway. We'll just go for it. So in the end, it didn't work out, and B5 won the match.
Yeah, tough game for them, but we are going to be having another match tomorrow at 10 p.m. GMT plus 8. And it is going to be Sabertooth Gaming versus Syndicate. Not Gamer Syndicate, but Syndicate. So we will be seeing that match, and that'll be the last round, or the last match in our round of 16. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. I want to thank Dova. Dova, I don't know if you have any closing words for us.
Closing words would be thanks everyone for coming once again. I was the caster this time. I will try to hop in more, support this production, support the Streamline Minor League, support it through my casting and whatnot. And I'll see you guys on the next match.
Yeah, we will see you guys. We will see everybody tomorrow, 10 o'clock 10 o'clock or 10 p.m. GMT +8. Thank you everyone for joining us. Please make sure to follow us on our socials that will be popping up in a second here. And again, take care. Bye-bye.
I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the how close it starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. I forgive the pain you gave to me so long ago. Sleepless nights I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts, but you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down.